Hi, Cancer. This is Eileen with your September 2018 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of September with the Eight of Swords card. And the Eight of Swords is talking about feeling restricted by fear, not knowing which way to turn, what decision to make, feeling stuck in some situation. This could be, for some of you, a relationship matter that's got you really stressed and unhappy feeling. For some, it might be some work-related situation or a job you're feeling like you're stuck in, that you want to make a change and get out of it and get into something better that suits you better. And I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. And I'm tending to feel that for some of you Cancers, that there's some relationship matters that are weighing heavily on you right now, especially romantic relationships. And this might be one or a few people I'm tuning into, I'm not sure, but I'm feeling someone or some of you are feeling like you're not being, how shall I say this? You're not being given all the information in a romantic relationship that you should be getting from your partner. And almost like, maybe they're living a double life in some way, or maybe that they're not happy with the relationship, and so they're kind of talking to you in a way that's inconsiderate or insensitive, or blaming you for things or criticizing you about things. That's what I'm getting. Now it might be mostly one person I'm tuning in for, but it might be a few people who are having a similar scenario in their lives right now, that there's a personal relationship, like a romantic relationship. You might be actually married to this person or living with them, or maybe it's just someone you've been involved with for a good while, and they're criticizing you. That's what I'm getting. They're being critical and blaming you for things and kind of putting you down, or making you feel like you should have done this, or if you had done this or that, then things wouldn't be the way they are now. Kind of like wanting, almost like everything's it's your responsibility. This is because of you, that you didn't do what you should have done. Now, I feel like who I'm tuning in for, that your mate or whoever this is that's criticizing you, that they're very arrogant, just has a really arrogant personality, just kind of, I feel like I'm looking at the Cancer as a female and your mate, your partner, is a male. This is what I feel like, but everybody's got a certain amount of male and female energy, so it could be other scenarios too. But this is what I feel like I'm tuning into for at least one person, and maybe more, that it's a male who's just kind of got this arrogant macho attitude, and he can just be, come across harsh. And that's how he's treating you lately. And it makes you feel so unloved and feel like he's living a double life somehow. Like maybe he's got somebody else in his life and he's not telling you about it. He's keeping it a secret and just treating you like you're really not valuable. And then there could be others of you in September that are in some other situation that you're having to make tough decisions. And it might be family related somehow, maybe just decisions around your relationships or family that are not what I just described. That might have been one person I was tuning into, or maybe a few. But for others, I feel like you might have tough decisions and you're not sure. It's almost like for some people, you might feel you got to choose one person over another in some family situation. Could even be with friendships or in a work-related environment. Now, this is a general reading, so all of these cards will not relate to everyone who watches this video. Some people might resonate with certain parts of the reading, and other people would resonate with other parts. When I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just honing in on that one person's circumstances. So whatever I'm picking up on, I'm passing it along, but every card is not going to relate to everyone, since it is a general reading for a lot of people. The message in this card, the advice for anyone who is experiencing some form of this dilemma in September, feeling restricted by fear, like you don't know what choice to make. You don't know, maybe you're not strong enough. Like if you're with a romantic partner and you're afraid you can't make it on your own or something, or who's going to love you if you break up with that person? Maybe no one else will because you're not feeling good about yourself. The advice here is to take back your power. Feel your own independence, your own confidence. You have to bring forth your own confidence inside of yourself and be strong. Step aside from the situation and look at it as objectively as possible so you can make the right decisions for your life rather than being highly influenced by other people or being made to feel that you're not good enough or you're not smart enough to make those decisions, or you'll be all alone if you break up with somebody who's not treating you well. You need to take back your power. That's the message here for whoever experiences this scenario in September. Next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. And the Pentacles now, they relate to the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And Six of Pentacles is talking about a lot of you Cancers might be feeling good financially in the month of September, like you've been working hard and doing good quality work, and the work that you do. Some of you might be self-employed and you're very pleased with how your work is going and people are giving you positive feedback and you're making money and you're happy with what you're doing. You feel good. You feel proud of what you do, and you do good quality work. You take pride in whatever you do, and people see that and they appreciate that in you. And so you're enjoying what you're doing. You're enjoying the money you're making, and you have all the energy and everything you need to keep going forward in the same direction and keep doing well and building upon your situation and making it even better as time goes by. So this is talking about receiving money, sharing what you have, whether it's money or your time and attention that you might be given to some of your friends or loved ones. You might just be sharing more, receiving more. It's giving and receiving, this is the way the universe works, the circulation, which is really good. So it's feeling confident. I'm getting a lot of really good energy around this card here. Also, some of you Cancers, if you've been expecting some money to come from somewhere, it might finally arrive in September. And then some people might receive a gift of some sort. So overall, feeling good. A lot of you Cancers will be feeling good about your prosperity and enjoying it and just being grateful and feeling like you're in a good place in your life. And that you will be continuing to do the same and move forward. And I would recommend anyone that's not in this position in September, by all means, learn about the law of attraction and start using the law of attraction to your advantage, where you feel prosperous and you feel successful and feel like you have a lot to be grateful for, which we all do. If you just stop and think about it, everybody's got lots of things to be grateful for. And really get into that feeling, that energy of being prosperous and happy, and it will help to open the doors to the universe to bring those conditions into your life. And the more you're appreciative of all you have, the more the universe delivers more good things to you, good situations and circumstances, whether it's money or nice people around you or a nice home, whatever it is. So, and also on a more romantic level here, I'm feeling like for some of you Cancers, you might actually either be involved with someone who fits this description in September, or you could be meeting this person. I feel like this could be male or female too. But I do feel like this would be a very good partner. I feel like this person's very even-tempered, has a nice temperament, confident, but in a nice way, not overly confident, not egotistical, just good, healthy kind of attitude. Nice looking. I feel like they're nice looking. And I feel like for those Cancers who have this person in your life in September, it's possible it could turn into a long-term relationship. That's what I'm feeling like, because I feel like this person does not want to be hopping around between relationships and jumping around and juggling people or any of that. You know, they've dated and all that, casually dated, but I feel like they're kind of going in the direction of, you know, they like stability. They like things to be steady. They don't want to be on a roller coaster. So this person's not anxious to hurry and get married and settle down. But I feel like when they're with someone they're compatible with, they don't feel a need to be looking outward and see who else is out there, to be changing things around, or, you know, they just feel like, okay, this is working. As long as it's working, let's keep moving forward. And so it could turn into a long-term happy relationship for some of you Cancers who have this person in your life around September. And like I said, some of you, this person might already be in your life, or you meet them or they come into your life in September. And again, this is a general reading. Every card's not for every person. So some will resonate for some people and others will resonate for others. Next card we have is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords, this is, sometime it can be some kind of delays or maybe a little bit of disappointing news sometime with the Page of Swords. But what I'm tuning into here with this Page of Swords, because it also refers to petty gossip and stuff like that. I'm feeling like for some of you Cancers, you have this person around you, and I feel like it might be someone in your work environment. It could even be some relative or someone that is around you that associates with people you associate with, maybe even a neighbor. I'm feeling more likely someone in the workplace or some relative, even if they're not a real close relative, but some kind of a relative or friend of a relative, someone that's connected that way. And they feel like they can be very judgmental of you. I'm getting at the heart of this is jealousy. This is what I'm getting. This person is very insecure inside, and they just think you're just making out a little too good, and they don't like it. Now, you might not be on top of the world. You might feel like you're just working and going through your life and doing the best you can. But this person tends to look at you and be jealous of you. I'm getting looks. For some of you, it's your looks that this person's jealous of. I tend to want to think this character, this Page of Swords, is a female, because they could be male or female again. And sometimes it could be a male. But I am feeling like I'm tuning into a female who's the Page of Swords for one or a few of you. And this person is jealous of you. They do feel like you're better looking than them, and they don't like that. They might try to make themselves look nice, too, and act like they got it together and they're confident. But I feel like deep down they're very insecure. This person's very insecure, and they have a lot of resentment towards you. I mean, they just do that. You know, if it's not you, it might be someone else they're around at some point going forward. But right now, around September, this person's around some of you Cancers, and they can't really do you anything other than maybe gossip, talk behind your back, maybe tell a lie about you, maybe take some little something about you and twist it and turn it and make it into something negative. I mean, you know, that's how they are. They're petty. They are jealous, insecure, meanness. I get a little meanness in that temperament. It's like they want to stick it to you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel any real harm that they can do you, but they're there. And I feel like even if they're smiling when they see you, you might have, and for those of you that do have this person in your life, because like, again, it's a general reading. This is some of you Cancers and others may not right now. When they're around you, they're acting pleasant around you, probably. I don't think this person's acting like they don't like you. But you might get a little uncomfortable feeling under your skin from this person. or after you've been around them, you might feel a little uneasy or get some kind of little negative feeling. Their energy is negative, and they're jealous of you. They don't like you, even if they're smiling and saying something nice. How are you doing today? Or how was your weekend? Or who knows what. It's phony. And and you might, I feel like there's a good chance whoever I'm talking to, you recognize this person as not being sincere already. So you already know what you're dealing with. But it's important, don't confide too much of your business to this person. They will take it and twist it and go gossip behind your back. They would love to get whatever information you want to give them so they can turn around and go run and talk to somebody about it. Even if you said, it doesn't matter what you said. Whatever it is, they'll twist it and make it into something negative because they're so jealous of you. They just think you're making out better than they are. So however you project yourself, however you're living your life, your personality, however you're coming across, this person's so insecure that it just makes, and they've got a meanness in their personality. It just makes them seethe, you know. It's like they would love to see your downfall somehow. They just feel, but I don't feel any sense of them trying to bring it about other than being petty with their little gossip. But they won't accomplish anything with that. They're just talking, you know, amongst people that'll listen to that nonsense. Anyway, next card we have is the Queen of Wands. And the wands relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So for some of you, this Queen of Wands might be someone who's in your life in September. And the Queen of Wands is someone who, you know, they work hard. This person works hard. This might be for some of you, someone who's in a position of management or something where you work. They might be above you a little bit. Could be at the same level as you, but I'm tending to think if they are right at the same level, they act like they're a little above you. Maybe they've been there a little longer than you have or something. But this person feels very confident and secure of herself. I'm believing this is probably a female. And she, you know, she works hard. Sometimes can be short-tempered or impatient with people if they're not keeping up or they were supposed to do something and they didn't do it. But I feel overall this person is not anyone negative, like a negative influence in your life. I feel like if anything, this person could be very helpful to you. Because she doesn't feel mean. She feels like she's, you know, sincere and has good traits. And that she can help. She's capable of helping people. And so if this is someone in your life, like in the workplace, this person can be helpful to you. But if they think you're not holding up your end of things or you're taking shortcuts, then they're going to get impatient and they're going to be a little critical of you then. They're not going to be wanting to help you too much if they think you're not doing good quality work like they do, because this person takes a lot of pride in her work and all that. Now, for some of you, this could be someone else. It might be even a relative who's in your life, or it might be a good friend or someone that's around you otherwise. But you can see in the personality that she might tend to get impatient if people aren't keeping up with her, because I feel like she works quite a bit. She gets a lot done. And she just tends to kind of, if she looks at the next person and let's say each person has an equal pile of work and she goes and works and gets hers all nice and neat and it's done. And she looks over at the other person and theirs is only halfway done or whatever, and they were taking breaks or something. She's going to think, well, what's their problem? They can't just get their work done too. So that's what I'm getting from her. But otherwise, I don't feel like she doesn't feel mean-spirited at all. I don't get that. But for some of you Cancers, you could be embracing the qualities of the Queen of Wands in the month of September, going through your responsibilities, the work you do, and you could be getting a little impatient and looking at other people that way if they're not getting what they should be getting done. And so that's what I'm feeling for a number of you Cancers, that you're just being very meticulous and working and making progress and doing well. And so you feel like, well, if you can, why aren't other people working the same as you are around here? It could be in your workplace. It could be at home. You could start finding yourself feeling like, oh, and like you carry maybe more than your own load because other people don't carry their full share of work. So some of you Cancers could be in this position in the month of September, just getting things done, making progress, working and moving forward, and just working on your goals and things you need to get done. Okay, next card we have is the Tower card. And the Tower is a major arcana card talking about something was built on shaky ground. Something is crumbling for some Cancers in the month of September. For some of you, it might be a relationship. And others, it might be some work situation or a money situation that just did not work out. My feeling here that I'm tuning into different scenarios for different people. I feel like overall, for most Cancers that experience this Tower energy in the month of September, this is something you already knew wasn't built on solid ground. You already knew it. Or if at one point you felt like it was, but then it deteriorated along the way, like a personal relationship that was good for a while. I'm getting that for somebody. It was good for maybe a good while, like real solid, like the two of you were really compatible, and then it just, maybe there was some big argument, disagreements, something happened. Somebody may have cheated on somebody, or somebody may have done something that they promised not to do, and it's like things are crumbling now with that. That might be one person I'm tuning in for with that scenario. I feel like for someone, and maybe a few people, it's a job situation where somebody might have some big argument at work. I feel like this might be one person. You've been at your job for a while. It was fine for a while. And recently there's been some kind of upheaval with people around you at work. Somebody was criticizing you. Somebody started criticizing you and giving you a bad time. And so you're feeling like this job wasn't maybe what it was earlier for you. Like it was a better thing earlier on. But I feel like you weren't holding on real tight anyway. Almost like you were looking at it as a temporary, maybe a stepping stone or a job for right now, and you were going to transition to something better. So I'm getting different scenarios for different people. And again, it's a general reading. Everybody's not going to have something crumbling in their life in September. But for those of you that do, I feel like a number of you, it's something you already were aware of. It was coming, and then it just finally happens. And it's like, okay, it's time to pick up the pieces and make a new beginning. And that's what the Tower is all about. Something that really wasn't built on solid ground anyway. Something that wasn't right for you and for your life finally crumbles, and you've got to pick up the pieces. You've got to start over and make a fresh start on stronger, more solid ground for better outcomes in the future, whether it's a relationship or some job situation or some other money situation. Next card we have is the Ten of Wands. And the Ten of Wands, again, wands relating to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Ten of Wands, like a lot of Cancers, might be feeling really overburdened in the month of September from all the hard work you've been doing, where you're feeling like sometime that, oh, how am I even going to make it all the way? I'm just exhausted from all this. I do get a lot of inner strength here. I feel like you will keep going. It's just sometimes when you're feeling overburdened and overwhelmed in a situation, you kind of question yourself and question the outcome, and how much further can you go? But yet I get a lot of inner strength, like you're just going to keep going anyway, even if you do get tired. I think a lot of the advice here is to try to be objective about your own circumstances. step outside of your circumstances and look at it objectively and see if you might be able to delegate some of your work, whether it's at your job or maybe it's in your home environment where you're doing a whole lot more than everybody else is. You might be working, some people might be working long hours at their job, or working and going to school, or just having even 2 jobs going on. I'm getting self-employment. Somebody might be self-employed and just be feeling like, oh, there's so many things you're juggling, so many responsibilities. And I feel like overall, it's like whoever's going through this, you know you're making progress in your life. You know you are. It's just sometimes it starts getting just overwhelming because there's so many responsibilities, so many things to juggle. But yeah, the more you can, if it's possible, to share some of your burdens with someone around you, take a rest, take a break here and there, give yourself some space, give yourself, enough rest, and then continue on. But I do get a lot of strength. Like, you'll keep going. You're going to get where you need to go. Okay, next card we have is the Page of Pentacles. And this is a good card because it's talking about good news about money, finances, and so a number of you Cancers in September might be receiving some kind of good news having to do with money. Now, sometimes it's about academic situations, like someone might be, getting a diploma or degree, or getting some certification they needed for a better job, or maybe different scenarios. But overall, it's about good news with regard to money and finances. Some of you maybe who have applied for a mortgage or a car loan, you might find out it came through, that you got approved. Building a house, all of a sudden that came to my mind about somebody building a house, that you got the go ahead and you're going to start building your house or something. I just got that for somebody. And the Pentacles do, again, they tie in with the earth signs of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Yeah, but overall, a number of Cancers are going to be just feeling better. Some people might be receiving money you were waiting on. And what was that other card I said that relates to that? Yeah, the Six of Pentacles. So you've got 2 cards that are good about money. Money matters. So this is encouraging. I'm just getting that for somebody. Maybe it's more than one person. Some kind of good news about money you were waiting on that's coming your way now. So this is good. It's kind of like you knew you were getting it, and it comes in September. Or maybe you're getting the news about it being on its way, something like that. But yeah, for a number of Cancers, you might just be getting something. Some of you might be finding out you're getting that job you applied for, or maybe a promotion that you wanted, or maybe you were wanting to transfer to another department. You find out it's coming through, and that means maybe more money for you, or just a more enjoyable way of life. And then for some Cancers, I feel like this Page of Pentacles has to do with someone new on the romantic level coming into your life. Someone who, now typically the pages are like in their 20s. So I would say, excuse me, if you're in your 20s, and I emphasize that, sometimes I'll say that and somebody doesn't hear that part of the reading, then they write back, they'll make a comment and say, oh, but somebody in their 20s is way too young for me. I'm talking about age appropriate. If you're in your 20s, the pages are typically in their 20s. So this could be somebody new coming into your life if you're in that age bracket, because it could be somebody actually in the workplace who would like to get to know you. I feel like they're a little shy. That's what I'm getting. They're a little shy. They're not going to be pushy or anything. But I feel like they have good traits. They have nice traits. And they're working, and they're very responsible and honest. I get really good vibes from this character as the Page of Pentacles. So whoever this would be for, that you might meet somebody new in September that's in their 20s. So like I say, if you're in your 20s, around that age bracket, that, and you're single and you'd like to meet someone, then that could be for you. So just stay open, stay receptive, because this person's not going to be making a lot of noise and being pushy. They're kind of shy. They're going to be trying to they're going to be looking at watching you and wanting to approach. It could be somebody at school, too, if you're a student, or in the workplace, I would say, and possibly somewhere else, but I'm kind of getting those scenarios, especially work for some reason. Next card we have is Four of Swords. And the Four of Swords And this is talking about a need to rest after a lot of stress, a lot of hard work, things that stress you out that might be really difficult to deal with, that you need to rest in September, regroup, think about where you want to, how you want to move forward. So a number of you might be taking a little time to relax and get that needed rest, catch up on your sleep if you hadn't been getting enough sleep because of all the work you've been doing. So that's what this is about, just taking a break, getting the rest you need before continuing on, because there's a lot of good here. You know, there's some stressful things for some people, but that's life. We all have our ups and downs we got to deal with. And then the next card we have is the Page of Wands. And again, the wands relating to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is about good news regarding work matters. So again, there's some good news being delivered to a number of Cancers in the month of September. So once again, some of you who are applying for a new job, you might find out you're the one being chosen for that position. For others who want to make a change, maybe transfer to another department, you might be getting that news that everything's in the clear now for you to do that. I'm feeling, maybe I'm just tuning into one person, that you already know you're either getting the job or getting the transfer. It's like you already know it, but you're waiting for all the details to come to you as far as how to proceed. That's what I'm getting for somebody. So that might be one person I'm tuning into about that particular thing. But overall, this is good news coming your way for a number of you regarding your work or how you make a living, or other, I'm even feeling like for some of you about moving. And the move could be even work related, but I'm feeling good news about, because I'm feeling movement, kind of like you're finding out, you're being made aware of changes that are going to benefit you, and some of it for some people might involve a move, like moving from one home to another, relocation of some kind. Could be too, somebody may have, again, maybe purchasing a home, or maybe if you're renting, wanting to rent another home, and you find out something you really want to move to is available now, and you're getting news about that and making your plans. Now also, on the romantic level, I'm feeling like this page, and again, this is someone young, the pages are like in their 20s. For some, maybe one, maybe some Cancers, if you're in that age bracket, this again could represent someone new in your life in September. I feel like for this page, I'm picturing a female who's the page, and she's someone around you. It could be at school, it could be at work, and she's attracted to you. So like if you're a male, or it could be female, I'm not sure, that she is single and available, and there's a connection that will be made with this person in September for someone. I feel like she's got a nice temperament, nice looking. Okay, last card we have is the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups, now the cups do represent the water signs of Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. So this is your card here, the cups. So for a number of you Cancers in the month of September, or maybe by the end of September, you'll be feeling that you're embodying the traits of the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is comfortable. She loves her surroundings. She likes her surroundings to be aesthetically pleasing. So she likes the way she's got her home. She's comfortable and secure, fairly secure financially. You know, she might not be rich necessarily, but she's comfortable. Comfortable with her life overall. I'm getting pregnancy. Someone might be pregnant too in September. And feeling comfortable and content in their lives also, and being pregnant. But then for others of you, I'm feeling that you have your mate, your partner is either you're longing to meet the right person, or for someone I'm tuning into, your partner might be with you. You might have the right person for you or someone you're happy with, but they're not available. They're out of town. Maybe they travel, or for some reason or another, maybe they live a distance from you. Maybe the relationship has not really, maybe you're seeing each other, but you live in different cities or something. Because I'm getting like a feeling of a longing to be with the partner. But for some of you, you might not have that perfect partner for you, and you're longing to have that, but while being aware that a lot of other things in your life are good, that you've done well. You've worked, and you've made a nice home for yourself, and you live a comfortable life. And overall, you're a fairly happy person, but you want that right person to come to you. And I do feel like that person is coming your way, that you will meet the one who's right for you. That's what I'm feeling like. It's just timing. It has to be the right timing. But you're not giving up. You're not giving up. You're staying open and receptive, which is important, because I feel like you will meet with that person, and then you'll feel like you got it all then. Yeah, yeah. So I get a lot of good energy with that card. Okay, and now that's the this deck I've been using. This is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti, and what I want to do now is pick one card from the Fairy Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. So I'll shuffle those. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel so you'll be notified when I post new videos. If you haven't done so, if you've already subscribed, I thank you for your subscriptions. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. Feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, so what's the message for Cancer for September 2018? For Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Cancer for September 2018. Cancer. What's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Okay, we'll fan these out. What's this one here? Okay, this one says 9 of Autumn. Reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. This is a really good card because it is showing that a lot of you Cancers are working very hard. You're getting exhausted sometime and stressed out. You need rest. And so the 9 of Autumn card is advising you to reward yourself for all your hard work, being happily and successfully self-employed, cherishing your time alone. Or even if you're working for a company, you should, be happy. It's a good omen, whether you're working for other people or working for yourself. That's what I'm saying. Oh, and just always appreciate all the good in your life so the universe can bring a lot more good to you. Next, I'm going to pick a card from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, so what's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Cancer, what's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Cancer. Okay, let's see. Cancer, September 2018. Okay, one more shuffle and then I'll fan them out. Message for Cancer for September 2018. Okay, let me fan these out. Oh, these cards, sometimes they kind of stick together a little bit. Okay. This card, this says higher ground. That's number 20. See if you can see the picture in here. It's a beautiful flower. Oh, there's a little girl there. You see, there's so much imagery, so much detail in these cards. And I'll read the meaning of it in the booklet too. Higher ground, number 20. Let me get that card. Let me read the description in the booklet here. Okay, number 20. 20. Oh, no, wait a minute. I was looking page number instead of card number. Okay, let's see. Here it is. Higher ground. Move your thoughts, emotions, and outlook to a new perspective. Take an overview of what is going on. Just through shifting your perspective, you will see the whole situation in a clearer light. A different course may become apparent. You will be able to focus on what is most important to you. Make a conscious effort to get above the situation. That's what some of these cards were saying, like this one and a few different cards. Okay, wait. If there is nothing pressing in your life at the moment, consider something that may be unresolved from the past. Use the same idea of climbing above it with the intention of healing it. Once you achieve the higher ground perspective, you may find yourself filled with peace, a beautiful outcome. Oh, I can agree with that. That's a good message, but it definitely ties in with other messages here in this reading. So that's a really good one. Okay, last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from Messages from Your Angels by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Cancer. What's the message for Cancer for September 2018? Cancer for September 2018. Okay, one more shuffle and then I'll fan these out. What's the message for Cancer for September 2018? All right, let me shuffle. Let's fan these out and then we'll see. Okay. This one says Mystique. Oh, is that a horse I'm looking at? Yeah. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. Oh, I like this. This is a good message. Mystique. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like a horse. Yeah, and over to the side too, I believe. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. That's a great message. I like that. That's very encouraging and inspiring and uplifting. Great ending to your reading. Okay, Cancers. Well, I hope you're happy with your reading. And be sure and check for your rising and moon signs as they come available. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so yet, so you'll be notified as new videos are posted. Thank you. If you have, I thank you for your subscriptions. Feel free to leave your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Okay, well, have a wonderful September, Cancer, and thank you for watching my video, and we'll talk again soon.